Hello. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I'm not wearing pajamas, but I am. We're back to the point where I'm wearing dressing gowns for comfort, and I love it. This dressing gown is very, very old. Probably, I think I've had it since before my YouTube channel. So at least 9 years, I would say, which is also mad. But I think it's older than that. In fact, I'm almost certain it's older than that. Crazy. And I remember, sorry, I'm already starting off on a tangent, but I remember during COVID, I had this pink fluffy dressing gown that I actually had got in my final year of school because I was helping a friend out with a short film and she needed to buy it for the short film. And then she didn't want to keep it because we had to make it all bloody. And so obviously once we finished filming with it and once we were done with it, it was absolutely, like, it looked disgusting. But it was fake blood, like makeup blood. So we kind of thought, well, my mum said, why don't you just wash it in a washing machine and see if it works? And literally one wash got rid of everything and it was as good as new. And it's huge and fluffy and soft. And during COVID, I lived in it. Especially because I was in Australia sort of during the winter months. Like I came in April, I think. Oh no, it would have been March. And I was there until August, which is winter in Australia. And even though the outside is not so cold, houses can be because they're not built for colder weather. And so I was doing classes. I was at drama school and I was doing classes online in this pink fluffy dressing gown at like 1 a.m. and I loved it. I just loved life. Anyway, I didn't actually plan to talk about that, but I'm just wearing it now, so I've mentioned it. But first of all, nice to see you both upload this week. Sam, you're just like seeing your thumbnail. I didn't actually open the video until like an hour ago, but the thumbnail alone, I was like, I love that jumper. Like I love it. And I'm usually not such a huge fan of like multicolored things, as in I like, you know, multiple colors in one item, but when there's like different panels of different colors, I personally, like, that's not a choice that I like, a style that I like. But I saw that jumper and I was like, I love it. I love it. And I love your mug as well. I think I've seen it in 1 or 2 of your vlogs already, and it's a great mug. I love it. That's one thing I'm really feeling that I miss being here. I really miss all my mugs. And actually another thing I've missed this year especially is being able to decorate for Halloween. Not that I did that much, you know, the last few years when I've been living on my own, or even before then when I was living with my parents. Like I didn't really decorate for Halloween, but when in my 3rd year, I think, when I was away and I had more or less my own place, I had one roommate who very much thought about Halloween and decorations in the same way as me. 1st of September, we had everything up, and I just would have loved to do that this year, and obviously I can't. I did think, like, can I do something in my room? But because I'm going away as well, I just feel, and it's not my space, so I don't feel like I can. But hopefully next year, hopefully I'll be in my own place and be able to decorate as I wish, and I can have my mugs, and life will be good. I mean, life is good now, but I'm looking forward to that. Also, just in general, Sam, I've been loving your vlogs and I'm looking forward to seeing everything you've thrifted. And those jeans really suit you. Before, when you showed them, before you said that you weren't sure about them, I was like, wow, they like totally suit you. And yeah, like I know that that's sort of the trend of this year, is sort of those looser, baggier jeans. And I'm very much like, I don't think I could pull that off. And like, in a way, I'd be willing to try it because I do only wear skinny jeans, same as you. And like, they are tight. Like, it would be nice to have looser jeans, but I just don't feel I could pull it off. But you have absolutely pulled it off, so well done. And KATIE-REBEKAH, those, I think it was biscuits or cookies or cake. I can't remember now what you've said you made, but it sounds really good. And I like your nails. My show and tell for this week is very basic because I couldn't actually think of anything to show and tell. So I've just taken something I found on my bed, which is that I've started knitting again. I mean, I go through spurts with knitting, and my cousin was here, I think last week or the week before, and she does a lot of crocheting, and seeing her like make stuff and do stuff, I was like, oh, I do miss knitting, but I feel like I've not really found a project, something that I actively need or want to knit. But one thing I've been curious to try, and especially now that we're going back into winter, I feel like it's a good idea, is socks. But the problem is most socks need to be knit on circular needles, which I don't have. I probably could get, but at the moment I want to work with what I've got. So I found I was going to say recipe, I don't know what they're called, like the equivalent of a recipe for flat knit socks. which you literally just make one big panel and then you sew it up. So I'm willing to try that. And as you can see, I've not got very far at all. I literally just started a couple of rows, but it's just something to do. There's no rush to it. There's no pressure, but it just gives me, I mean, I've got so much of this wool that I just want to use up. So it just feels like I need more fluffy socks. And especially as we're heading into winter. So feels like a good project to be doing. That's it from me today. I will see you next week, hopefully. Also, I was thinking we may have already passed it now, but because we were all working towards 300 videos at the start of this year, we must be nearing 1,000 on the channel. So I'm curious how far away we are, and we may have already reached it. Anyway, that's all. Bye!